FTX token is ready to explode. And I'm really excited about that because the exchange tokens are usually a leading indicator and the rest of the market also about to take off. So you do not want to miss this video. Go ahead and like and subscribe and we'll dive right into it. So the FTX token is on here, right? So we have the market cap is $3.7 billion, which is a lot, but it's not a tremendous amount. Just to give you an idea, the Binance coin, BNB, has around 57 to 60 billion dollars in it. That means we're about 1/15 to 1/20th of its price. So we definitely have a lot of room to grow on this. Now, the next thing I want to talk to you about is actually on this chart, guys. I'm going to show you guys why I am so bullish on it. If we go to the weekly, we have these two major levels that have existed. So we have this breaker right here, which is a 2-week breaker. And then we also have this red one, which is another breaker. I know they're really close together. It's a little weird, but if you zoom in, it makes it really obvious. You have a downtrend, a fight back, and a continuation down. Okay, that fight back is where the bulls came back and tried to hold the price. Now it ultimately did lose and it did drop down further, but the important thing here is that this was an area of contention. Anytime you have a level of contention, that means it becomes a major horizontal support or resistance. And the exact same thing happened right here. You have an increase in price, a continuation down, or a fight back, and a continuation up, right? So this fight back once again. So we have a weekly breaker inside of a 2-week breaker. What this means is we have a ton of confluence that this area is a massive area of support and resistance. And as you guys can see, we are already pushed up out of that resistance. That to me is a really, really good sign. Now, the next thing I want to look at is that we are over the 200 moving average. As you guys know, I love it when we're above the 200 moving average. That is a major support or a major resistance depending upon where you're at based upon it. If you're below, if the current price action is below the 200, you can expect the 200 to act as a major resistance and vice versa. So we are above it, which means even if we did drop, we know that this should act as a major support level. Now, this is the only area on this chart that I'm a little bit concerned about because we have this daily breaker right here, and it's very obvious. You have a very harsh drop, a fight back consolidation, and a continuation in the drop. This is a very obvious level, and we've already tested it once and failed. Okay. However, we're already pushing back up into it. So I think they're with a pretty dang high confidence level. Next time we get up there, we'll be able to bust out, especially because we found all the support at this level, guys. I'm really, really happy we are above here. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is not on the BTC pairing, but instead on the US dollar pairing. So let's go ahead and dive in. And immediately we can see 200 moving average acted as a major support over here. Came down here, tapped it, came over here, tapped it again, and when we fell through with a lot of conviction. We even had higher volume here when we did fall through. Now, came back up here, tested it from the downside, and it failed. It confirmed it as a major resistance level. Came back up here again, tested it again. Once again, failed. Okay, but look, recently we actually got above that level, and now after we did even some retest on it, we are now trending and trading well above the 200 moving average. That gets me really excited, guys. I really, really, really do like to see that. Now the next one is a 3-day level. Okay, 3-day level. This entire consolidation structure is important, but I'm able to single out this particular block right here. And this particular block is especially important, and we have now gotten back above it. And the reason why I know it's so important is because you come down here, we rejected, drop down below, retested it, and if you zoom in really close, you can see we just tapped that level, right? That's how strong of a resistance it was. However, we're now trading back above it. We even came down and retested it on the last 2 or 3 day candle. This looks really, really good. I love the interaction here, and I think it gives us, it shows us that we're having a lot of strength in this market. Now on the daily level, this is our last level that I think really, really could mess us up here. This is a breaker, but more importantly, I think it's a major point of breakdown. Okay, so a major point of breakdown. What that means, we had a lot of consolidation and price action up here. This is the last up candle before the massive drop. So when we come back up here again, we're expecting that this will act again as a major support or resistance. If we're coming in from the downside, it will act as a very major resistance level. If we get back above it, it should act as a major support. So the important thing here is we have open air. We have open air from at least from here till $50, we have open air. And I don't know about y'all, but I will absolutely take a, let's see how much that actually is. I will absolutely take a 27-30% increase. Okay, I don't know about y'all, but that sounds really good. But if we get above this level and confirm it as a support level, which I think is pretty likely at this point, if we do confirm, we come up here, confirm it, at that point there's nothing else up here to stop us, and then we're going to continue right back up. And the BTC pairing is telling us the exact same thing. If we get above this breaker, what's ahead of us? Nothing. Nothing is going to stop us, and we will just explode to the upside. And guys, we know the potential of these coins. If you go to BNB, it gives you an incredible example of how much power these things can have. BNB went from right down here at like 26 bucks all the way up to $665, guys. That's a 2400% increase. And I know it's not the same coin, but it's once again, it is an exchange coin, and these ones act pretty dang similar. And like I was saying before, guys, these coins, when they start taking off, that is a massive sign to the rest of the market that the rest of the market shows a lot of bullishness after these start taking off. So it's an indicator, and I love it when these coins do get bullish, because then the rest of the market might follow. So if you want to know other coins that I've already talked about and I think have a lot of potential, make sure to click the card that's above my head. And outside of that, I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces, boys.